In search of his long-lost father, an astronaut embarked on an 81-day voyage, reaching the outskirts of our solar system, Neptune. At this moment, he found himself an astonishing 4.3 billion kilometers away from Earth, the farthest distance any human had ever traveled in space. However, the astronaut had no time to revel in his achievement, as Earth's space station was under frequent attacks from cosmic rays, resulting in the loss of millions of lives and posing a severe threat to human survival. According to years of monitoring by the space agency, the cosmic rays were emanating from Neptune. Jack's mission was to journey to Neptune in search of his father, who had lost contact with Earth decades ago. Some speculated that he had died, while others believed he had been controlled by aliens, prompting him to frequently fire cosmic rays toward Earth. Determined to uncover the truth, Jack, upon arriving at Neptune, set his spacecraft to autopilot mode. He then boarded a small space capsule and began aimlessly searching for his father's spaceship amidst the blue planetary rings surrounding Neptune. However, this search was like looking for a needle in a haystack, as Jack could not detect any signal from his father's vessel. It was at this moment that another burst of cosmic rays affected Jack's space capsule. Ironically, it was this cosmic ray that finally led Jack to the source of the problem. The spaceship responsible for the rays was still actively firing them, causing irreparable damage to Jack's backup power supply. As he gazed upon the long-lost ship, Jack was convinced that his father must be inside. However, due to the ship's hatch having remained closed for an extended period, his docking attempt failed. Left with no choice, Jack abandoned his space capsule and manually opened the hatch, knowing full well that this mission would be a one-way trip. Upon successfully opening the hatch, Jack was horrified to discover the decaying corpses of his crewmates, their faces frozen in fear. To his surprise, all the equipment was still operational, and the cosmic rays continued to fire relentlessly outside the hatch. Swiftly, he set up the nuclear bomb he had brought along, intending to destroy the entire ship and halt the cosmic ray emissions. Just as Jack was about to input the bomb's activation code, a voice, both strange and familiar, reached his ears. It was none other than his long-lost father, now an elderly man with a head full of white hair. Jack, pushing aside all emotions, was eager to ask his father if he was responsible for the cosmic rays. However, his father's response was hesitant and evasive. The prolonged separation from home had taken a mental toll on the crew, far beyond human comprehension. Some astronauts, driven mad by desperation, had attempted to send distress signals back to Earth's space station, yearning to return home. However, Jack's father, driven by an unwavering spirit of space exploration, refused to allow any crew member to turn back. This disagreement led to a conflict that ultimately damaged the spaceship. The crew members were trapped on the other side of the main control cabin, where they eventually suffocated due to lack of oxygen. Only Jack's father survived. The damaged ship continued to emit cosmic rays uncontrollably, and the guilt-ridden father severed all communication with Earth, living in isolation for 13 years. Jack informed his father that he could destroy the spaceship with a nuclear bomb, stopping the cosmic rays and allowing them to return to Earth together. However, his father revealed that his own journey was a one-way mission, driven by the quest to find extraterrestrial life. In the vastness of the universe, Jack realized that Earth might be the only place harboring life. Even if aliens did exist, the odds of finding them in such an immense cosmos were infinitesimal. Jack tried to persuade his father that they must escape before the nuclear bomb detonated the ship. Using a tether, Jack began inching his way back to his own spacecraft. Suddenly, his father vigorously broke free from the tether, choosing to die adrift in the void of space.